Okay, here's what everybody likes. It seems like I get a lot of watchers when I get this. This is my brother. He's stacking hay. If you look, there's all kinds of pins and stuff. See that one pin sticking up, a lever that raises that table on the middle table, the second table. I think it's called second table. But see, when the bales hit that a certain way, it raises that table automatically. And then if you look at the first table, there's a pin there on the very end right now. There's only one on the very end. When it only puts the two bales up, there's another one that comes up farther towards the middle. This is the first row. So the first row is just a normal row. It's the fourth and the seventh that it ties, and then that pin will come up. I'll kind of explain it when it gets there. He's getting a little nervous too. He thinks I'm going to hit him. See how he's kind of pushing me away. uh, so then here's it's still the third row, I believe. I think this is the third row. As you can see, he moves pretty fast with this row. He's doing about 6 mile an hour, where I bailed at about 3.25 mile an hour is what I bailed at. So he stops and stuff, and I can't bail as fast as he can pick them up faster than I can bail. Okay, so this is the third layer. The next layer is a tie layer. Okay, so I didn't. I got ahead of him here. I wished I wouldn't have done that. But anyways, he has to stop every once in a while for some of this stuff, just a little bit. Not very often. Okay, now this puts 3 up. And then it puts pins in the outside bales, right in the outside of the outside bales, and kicks the center one off. And then there's another lever that goes up right behind the cab. I do got it here. You can kind of see it if you look real close here a little later. But there's another one that comes up, and it sets it so it only puts 2 bales up then at that point. See, I don't know if you can see. You can't see it there, but there's other places you'll be able to see that lever a little later when I get it better. And I guess it goes up and down automatically even. I don't know for sure, but okay, it should be set for the 3 bales again here now. He puts 3 up and 1 kicks off. So it's 3. It's set up for 3. And then see them little holes there? There's a pin that comes up through that hole. The pins come up and it kicks the one off. It took a little bit to kick that one off. And then see there's a lever that holds. See the lever? You can kind of see it. It's right back farther. You have to push that. See there's one on the outside there, right behind the cab. If you look right behind the cab, okay, see that lever? It pushed that lever. It didn't go clear to the outside lever. And then, that's okay. That's it. The lever's down now. No, there's still 2 there. So that's the last 2 that go up and the lever drops down. How, I don't know. I didn't look at that. And he showed it to me, and so it puts 3 up then. And it just pushes him over. So then it puts that 3 up, and then that's that layer. It's, I believe, 16 to that layer, and a normal layer is 18, I think. I'd have to count them. But anyways, it's less bales on them layers. So now he can just boogie along pretty good because he's got that. And you got to have the bales. I don't know if you noticed, the bales are off the strings. That's the way you have to have your bales. You can't have you got to have them up on edge. This is a better view of the pickup here. It flops them back and forth quite a bit. Them bales are, what do they move? 1, 2, 3, 4. They're, you move the bales around a lot, so you got to have them pretty tight and pretty solid bale, or it just don't work. And there was a few I didn't have solid in here, and it broke them. That's the stack of wagon will break a few, but I just went back and baled them. And I don't know if he's got a rough edge somewhere. Maybe not. I don't think so. I think it's just I baled. I know some of them were too loose. When it hits that, they got to be pretty solid for a stacker wagon. A lot easier than picking it by hand. I don't know how many years we stacked hay by hand, and my dad should have had one of these and should have had a truck that picked up these stacks, because you can have trucks that actually go right into the stacks and pick them back up and haul them somewhere. But I think you have to have 160 on them. But you can see how fast he's moving. He's boogieing along pretty good. Here's the drone video. Hopefully it came out decent. What layer's that? The 5th probably, it looks like. Late in the afternoon, you can kind of tell it. He took off of work early on Friday afternoon. This was done Friday, and Saturday morning he finished. Yeah, I wish I'd have got a tie layer with the drone. Maybe I did. I can't remember. This is just a regular layer. It's a 6th layer, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's only the 5th. It's only 5th. See the hay I missed? I baled at night, so I forgot to put the head down on the baler, and it actually picked most of it up. There was only 3 bales. There's a bale he broke. It's too loose, I guess. I don't know. I just thought they were all pretty tight. I need to redo the knives on the baler too, maybe, for actually cutting the hay. Can't see that bale. I went ahead and baled this up. I got 3 bales, I think, off of it. So and I baled a whole quarter of a mile, over a quarter of a mile, till then I figured it out. Like, what's going on here? There you can see it again where I didn't pick it up. Well, it sure looks brown. It's not that brown, really. I don't know. The camera on the drone turns stuff brown pretty bad. So, okay, here he is stacking. Coming in, he has to. There's 156 bales, I believe, on one of them loads. And normally it's 160. But see how there's only 2 on the top layer, where there's normally you put 3. And that layer on the very top there, of top now, it's not tied, but okay, now it's on the side now. So then he gets it up that high. He goes to where it's right at the end of them boards, basically. Then he backs up to the stack, okay, to where he pushes against it a little, then lowers it down. And kind of pushes it. It pushes it more than normal. Here, he's been exercising. Look at this, how fast he got this time. I don't know how he done it, but he really got some time. He had to stack his too, so he was kind of in a hurry. And he pulls off. He has to go a little ways with the push-offs. It all pushes off with them rams. Goes a little ways and then pulls the rams back in because the stack falls a little. It's setting up on an angle there if you look. I don't know if you can see it. Then he pushes the rest of the way off with the rams and drives away. Well, thanks for watching. We'll talk to you later.